I don't remember, but they were door dashing, and they have a whole YouTube. They'd be like, "This is how much I made in this day. This is how much I made this day." And he was door dashing, and someone gave him their drinks with straws in it. I'd be like, "No, no,
not at all.
I would not. I wouldn't accept a drink with a straw in it.
No, hell no.
Yeah, especially not in COVID times.
No, not even before COVID times. I would.
I said especially.
Yeah,
especially not.
Especially.
But yeah, no, there's no way. They always talk. People.
So we're live on YouTube right now, by the not to cut you off, but we're
That's
live on
cool.
YouTube. But it wouldn't let me do Facebook and Twitch and all that for some reason. It's
Weird.
not going through. So
Weird.
but we're live on YouTube. So
Yeah,
whatever.
that's really weird. Whatever.
We'll just
And-
post a link. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah. If someone brings a drink with a
Yeah,
straw in
no,
it, I'm
good.
not
I'm
drinking
completely good on that.
it. Yeah.
You know,
COVID or not,
it's not a
I'm
bad
just
gig.
like-
Well, no, like that's what I was saying. Is people are like, you smoke cigarettes, but you worry about drinking after other people. I said a cigarette's not going to give me herpes.
Well,
No, I'm kidding. A cigarette's not going to get. I don't. It's
you never smoked after me.
yeah. Cigarette's not gonna. Yeah, it's disgusting. Like, how can you be a germaphobe and a cigarette has 2,000 chemicals? And I was like, it's still different. Okay?
Right.
It's still different. I know these cigarettes come from a plant. And there's too much terrible stuff in it. It's coming from a plant, and not like a tobacco plant, but like a tobacco plant, but like a manufacturing plant, not just a plant from the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many ways you can look at plant.
Weed's a plant,
It is a plant.
which is why it should be legal.
It should be legal. But just as though people want to argue that it's not addictive.
It's a gateway drug.
No, it's not a gateway drug.
It's a
It could
gateway.
potentially be a gateway drug. It could be, but that's like not on the fact. That's not on marijuana.
Right.
That's on you. That's
Right.
on you. If you smoke so much weed that you have to start doing other things to get your high, then that's on you.
Oh man.
And that's my argument. That's my point.
Computer just locked again. I should have did the remote control thing they give you the option of, so I can control it from my phone. Oh well. So well, luckily it's just on YouTube, so I guess we could play licensed music and probably won't get.
Maybe
kicked off.
actually, but whatever.
We'll see.
Well, no,
Eh.
whatever. If we get struck, we get struck.
Yeah, it's time to take a break, anyways. So, all right, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna play some music for you. When we come back, we'll talk more about the Akron punishing DoorDash or passing laws against DoorDash
We have
or whatever.
plenty to talk about.
We do. We really haven't even talked about anything other than catching everyone up on our lives.
Yeah.
But we'll be
Days
back.
of our lives.
Yeah. We'll be back at 5 o'clock with more of your Lone Ride Home right here on WMVU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network.
Roots it up with quality, yeah. Stepping it with quality, whoa. The girl, she's trying to act sophisticated. She loves to travel high class. She didn't check that Dr. Dread was educated. And all the exams I passed. I roots. I roots. Roots it up with quality, yeah. Stepping it with quality, whoa. Every morning she look her in the mirror. She don't like what she sees. She covered down with eyeshadow and mascara and hide her true qualities. I roots. Roots it up with quality, yeah. Stepping it with quality, whoa. All the jump, you are jump and cry. diplomatic. Nobody act like a top on race. I check it out, she's a trying and tourist. And what she got to know, she got to know it. I roots, I roots, I roots, I roots, I roots, yeah. I roots, I roots, I roots, I roots, I roots. Roots it up with quality, yeah, 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 yeah. Stepping in with quality, whoa, 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 whoa. All the jump, she a jump and prance. And all the way you the well. She got to come out to the roots man dance. Roots man music don't, roots man music don't. Jaja music never fail, I yet know. A Jaja music never fail, no. A Jaja music never fail, I yet know. A Jaja music never fail. I roots, 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 roots it up with quality, yeah, stepping it with quality, whoa, 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 whoa. I roots, 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 I roots,
Mr. Bombastic. What you want is a bombastic, romantic, fantastic lover. Shaggy. Mr. Lover, lover. Now Mr. Lover, lover. Girl. Mr. Lover, lover. Now Mr. Lover, lover. She call me Mr. Bombastic. Tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Call me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Smooth. Just like a silk, soft and cuddly, hug me up like a quilt. I'm a lyrical lover. Now take me thin or filled with my sexual physique. You know me well, Bill. Do me, oh my, well, can't you tell? I'm just like a turtle crawling out of my shell. Girl, you captivate my body, put me under a spell. With your couscous perfume, I love your sweet smell. You're the young girl who can ring my bell, and I can take rejection. So you tell me go to well, I'm bombastic. Tell me fantastic. Touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic. She touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Boom, 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 bombastic. Tell me fantastic. Touch me on my back, she call me Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic. She touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Boom, boom. Gee whiz, baby, please let me take you to an island of the sweet cool breeze. You don't feel like drive? Well, baby, hand me the keys, and I will take you to a place and set your mind at ease. Don't you tickle my foot bottom, baby, please. Don't you play with my nose, cause I'm a hatchoon sneeze. Well, are you are the bun and me are the cheese, and if I'm me are the rice, well, baby, love you the peas. I'm bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me box, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic. Touch me on me box, she says I'm Mr. Boom, boom, boom. Bombastic. Tell me fantastic. Touch me on me box, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic. Touch me on me box, she says I'm Mr. Boom, boom. I say give me your lovin', girl, your lovin' well good. I want your lovin', girl, be it like you should. I give you your lovin', girl, your lovin' well good. I want your lovin', girl, you remember the wood you like to kiss and caress, rub down every strand of your pan bitches. I'm bombastic, rated as the best you should get, nothing more, nothing less. Give me your digits, chat on your address, I'll bet you confess, when you put me to the test that I'm bombastic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Boom. She says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back. She says I'm Mr. Bombastic. Why? Girl, your admiration, it lit me from the start. With such physical attraction, girl, you know to feel the spark. I want a few words, now go tell you no sweetheart. Now go lava, 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 and not chat pure fart. I'll get straight to the point, like a aura dart. Lay down in my jacuzzi and get some bubble bath. Only sound you will hear is the beating of my heart, and we will and have some sweet pillow talk. I'm bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on the box, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic, she tickle up my box, she says I'm Mr. Boom Bombastic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on my box, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on my box, she says I'm Mr. Boom. What you say, girl? Smooth.
Deséame suerte, tengo que decirlo abiertamente. Te suelo extrañar después de verte.
No quiero sonar muy atrevido, pero quiero estar solo contigo antes de que otro te encuentre.
Oh no, 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 deséame suerte. Oh no, 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 solo déjame
Ir borrando el espacio que hay entre tú y mis labios.
oh no, 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 no,
Deséame suerte.
porque ya me imaginé si viéndote despertar, ir más allá, quizás quédate aquí que es necesario. Dime tú si me equivoco, te gustaría diario, aunque pienses que esto es loco. Y yo sé que quieres, lo sé, no digas que no. Lo único que puedo proponer es oh no, 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 deséame suerte. Oh no, 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 solo déjame
Ir borrando el espacio que hay entre tú y mis labios.
oh no, 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 no.
Deséame suerte, yo la necesito, baby. Yo nunca te dejo en visto, no. Contigo no hay que se compare. Tu camino y paraliza la calle, dale. Vamos a hacer maldades. Si siempre que te veo, te haces la que no sabe nada. Yeah, ey, dale. Vamos a hacer maldades. Qué rico si te veo. Y aunque al final no pase nada, deséame suerte.
Tengo que decirlo abiertamente. Te suelo extrañar después de verte. No quiero sonar muy atrevida, pero quiero estar solo contigo. Y antes de que otra te encuentre. Oh no, 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 deséame suerte. Oh no, 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 solo déjame ir borrando el espacio que hay entre tú y mis labios. Oh no, 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 no.
Me sigue la presión. Jacob y Cortés con Karol G. Ey, Karol G. Fino como el Haze. House of Haze. Ey, House of Haze. Me sigue o no me sigue todavía. Easy.
Yeah, man, down to the dancehall explosion.
Yes, now. Ram bang body bada body. We can laugh at one cause. Lord, bitch. Do you wanna this? You wanna miss? I will start up a brand new relationship. I'm gonna flex like witch, lock her off like switch. If you disrespect me, dump you like rubbish. Do you wanna miss? Do you wanna this? Then I will start up a brand new relationship. I'm gonna flex like witch, lock her off like switch. When if you listen to this, well, road boy, anyway you see her, tell her to see fall. You wanna rock home from me, I be little star. No, she have a bad man round her back wall. And you see down and you a ball. No, you bust out a pure young gal a call. No more headache anytime the rain fall. Cause in a love life you have to be comfortable. Here come the things called what? Do you wonder this? Do you wonder this? Me gonna start up a brand new relationship. Woman a flex like witch, cut her off like switch. If you disrespect me, dump you like rubbish. Do you wonder this? You wonder this? Then I will start up a brand new relationship. Woman a flex like witch, cut her off like switch. Only if you listen to this. How me fit in a one life and a stumble. Your love me sit down one side and a grumble. So she have a next little boy over jungle. But you know me come on up and set a example. Batman says zim 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 and me a walk staggerly. No man hear me dear. A whole lot of vandals out there. Some will run for sample, only one sample. None of them out they don't care. And them one do a wear and tear you.
WMVU.org.
24 hours, 7 days a week. Akron, Canton, Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, and worldwide.
You are listening to the worst show on radio. This is your long ride home on WMBU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network.
I can't hear him. Screwed up. Headphones are just.
Without a doubt, the worst episode ever. Rest assured that I was on the internet within minutes, registering my disgust throughout the world.
Gentlemen, the king.
And welcome back to your long ride home. I'm your host, Michael Long. And sitting right across from me, as you can see from the stream, freshly shaven, Wesley Craven, Mr. Corey Hennessy.
Don't disgrace Wesley Craven. Don't
Just
put
did
Wesley
he have a
Craven.
beard? I can't remember. I can never remember what he looked
I think
like.
so for a little while. Yeah, he's. I think
He was in
had-
Scream. He played the janitor in Scream,
Yeah,
didn't
he
he?
was in. I think so. He was in. He was in New Nightmare. I knew that. Cause
Yeah.
But he was in a couple other things. But just don't put me and him together because that man's a genius. But so am I. So you know
Yeah.
what? Maybe we do band him together.
If he's so smart, why ain't he alive? What did he die from? He had cancer or something?
So
So we were talking a little bit while we were on break about the Jew controversy in the NBA. What's his name?
Miles Leonard.
Miles
Miami Heat.
Leonard. Yeah, dropping the K word, the Jewish slur, and he got himself a, what is it, a 1 week suspension
know.
or a
Probably not enough.
no?
He's going to sensitivity training though. So.
Ooh, oh, ooh. Yeah. So
I'm with you. I'm with you.
We talked about it. We were talking about it on the elevator during the break.
You're gonna oust my personal beliefs, yeah.
No, I'm just gonna say what I said, and you can choose to repeat what you said or change your stance for the enjoyment of radio. I mentioned how there's the owner of the Clippers who I don't know if he got caught saying the N-word.
It was on
accused.
video. There was like a video
Okay,
or something.
or audio or something.
There was like video. He was like talking to his wife or fiance or mistress.
Yeah, his mistress. And he was saying the N-word. And he was forced to sell his team. And we talked, and I was talking about kind of the double standards there. You know, if this guy would have said the N-word, I don't know if it was, he looked white. But or even if
he's white.
Yeah,
he might, I'm not sure like where he sits white wise.
Right.
I don't know if a certain ethnicity of white.
Right.
Because white's not all just one thing, but just like
Right.
black's not all just one thing.
Right. But if it would have been a white player, like say Larry Bird, because I don't know any other white players that are currently active. But like if a white player would have dropped the N-word like that on a stream, would it have just been a 1 week suspension and sensitivity training? They'd been out of the league.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah,
they would have been.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, they probably would have been out of the league.
So isn't that like a double standard?
Yeah, kind of. But like, it's not exactly the same.
Good. Our show hasn't pissed off the Jews yet, so please go ahead.
I don't think there's a lot of backlash from the Jews. Maybe there is.
Oh, I'm sure there was.
I don't think that there has been a lot. I think that there.
I think there is, but it's just not
because it's
Wh-
not.
when black players are upset, it's easy for them to make their feelings known because there's so many of them, and they have a huge, platform to speak on. With Jewish people, it's not as, you know what I mean. Their voice doesn't travel as far
Yeah.
because not a lot of people are standing are holding up signs saying.
You see me chuckling
Yeah,
over here, and there's
not
a reason. I'll
not
get to
a
that.
lot of people are sitting outside holding "Jews Lives Matter" signs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it's just I think it's not. I think it's not as. Is it not that it isn't as bad? I just think that the offended don't have a big enough voice for it to matter, which sucks.
So, you've seen Airplane. I always reference Airplane because that's one of my all-time favorite
Right.
movies. You've seen it?
Yeah.
Do you remember the part where the lady's like looking for something to reach? She's like, I just want something light, and she goes, "How about this? How about this pamphlet on famous Jewish athletes?" That's what I was chuckling about. But yeah, I don't think that there's as much backlash. It might be because that there are more of a minority than
Yeah.
African
Than the
Americans
minority.
are. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but it's not. It wasn't right, and I'm not defending it. It wasn't right, but I just don't think there's much backlash.
No, there wasn't
I
as much backlash, and it's, like I said, yeah.
Yeah, it's the sensitivity thing. It's just listen. All right, I'm who that's I don't you
Doctor
don't hear
Who?
that you don't hear that word thrown around all that much.
No, I mean
He was like playing a video game, right? And,
Yeah.
and imagine that. There was that NASCAR race car driver.
oh
that,
yeah,
that-
drop the N word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I guess I don't play enough online video games, but I very rarely have ever.
You're just not racist enough when you do.
Yeah.
That's your problem. You need to be more racist when you play
I
your
just don't
video
hear-
games.
Yeah, I got to get into a clan.
Yeah. We got to-
Different clan though. There's
hey guys, it's that time of the week where we play games with the Klansmen.
well, that's what they call on Call of Duty. You have clans,
No, okay.
so you can get like a clan tag, but it's with a C. You have a clan, like a group of like 3 or 4
So it
people.
could be like the Ku Klux Klan, but with all C's.
I don't know. I've never.
CUCLUC.
I haven't gotten that far into it.
No.
I just don't think it's
Well, that's
it's wrong.
Yeah.
And there's just I think there are levels to slurs and there are levels to things. It's wrong. I just think that there are slurs that are worse than other slurs.
Yeah, I agree. Because, I mean, if you say cracker, that's definitely not as bad as saying the N word. But that's mostly because white people are the ones doing the oppressing. So, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know the word he used. I never even knew that was a racial slur towards Jewish people. I tried to call them Jews because that's wrong. Until I watched American History X. That's the first time I ever heard the word.
So, there's a lot of anti-Semitic people out there, and it's just
It's not
frowned
right.
upon, but
yeah, it's not right.
And here's the thing too, is it's not right, and I'm not advocating for anybody to use racial slurs.
right. Well, where's
but
Al
like-
Sharpton right now demanding
Yeah.
an apology?
Kick my ass.
Yeah.
Kick my ass.
Where's Al Sharpton? I mean, we
Uh,
know he ain't doing his taxes, so why ain't he out demanding an
I just-
apology? I don't like Al Sharpton.
I can tell.
I may see people you're racist. No, I'm not racist.
No, just because you don't.
I don't like Al Sharpton because I feel like he uses the race stuff to add to his portfolio
Yeah.
and to make himself more important than he actually is. And he feels like he is the king of the blacks, I guess, to where if you offend them, he's the one you got to apologize
and that's
to.
why that whole South Park thing.
Yeah.
and it is,
Yeah.
it is what it is on that. But
Kiss my, you got to kiss
I
my
love that
ass.
episode.
Yeah.
It's like the irony. Like every episode of South Park, there's like
yeah.
definitely a lesson.
Wait, I can't wait till you watch this.
I can't wait.
Now,
either.
I did mention, I told you about this when I want to talk about this. They actually mentioned Akron in the episode. Not in a good way, because they said Akron was the QAnon hometown or whatever. Which is crazy, because Akron is actually very liberal. Akron votes straight Democrat every election. So, but there are some QAnon kooks in Akron. I'm sure you're gonna find them, but I wouldn't say we're the biggest source
Yeah.
of them at all by any means.
That's funny. They just feel like they just picked because what's Akron? Akron's most known for Goodyear and LeBron James.
Yeah. Oh, they're actually the Goodyear hanger, the blimp hanger. They're actually leasing that out to I think the government. And they're gonna store some like jets there or something like that. I don't know, something crazy they're doing with it. You know, hey, at least something's being used with that. Did you see the Hyperloop coming to Cleveland? Are they talking about it? They want to
No.
build a Hyperloop, and the hub will be in Cleveland. You'll be able to get to Chicago from Cleveland in 30 minutes, and you'll be able to get from Cleveland to Pittsburgh in 10.
I like the idea, but I don't like the idea because that keeps a lot of people. I mean, how much is that going to cost?
Oh, it's going to cost a lot of money. Oh, you mean to travel on it or to
Yeah.
build it? Oh, to travel on it? They're saying it would be like $50.
Round trip or one way or?
I think it was like $100 round trip, or maybe it was $50 round. I don't know.
You know what? That wouldn't bad. If I could be
Right.
If I could wake up on my day off and go to
go to
Pittsburgh
work in
or
Chicago. Go to work in Chicago. Like you could take a job in Chicago
Yeah.
and not actually move out of Ohio.
But the thing is, though, the thing about that is if that thing goes down for some reason,
oh, you're screwed.
you're screwed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't come to work.
Yeah.
I hope you're understanding.
Yeah. She's doing a radio show. I'm like, hey, I gotta do it from home today. Hyperloop's down.
Freaking awesome.
That would be. Even Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a big market.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome.
I just don't like them Steelers.
Damn Steelers. Boo. Indians are playing today. They're playing right now, actually.
It's still spring training, right?
Spring training, whatever.
Well, yeah, but I
Same
mean that doesn't mean
difference.
they're not playing. It's just it's still spring training.
I thought it was regular
Opening
season.
season,
I don't know.
or
I don't-
opening day hasn't started yet. I don't.
I
Think.
don't pay that much attention
Did you see?
to sports.
Was it the Texans or I think it was somewhere in Houston or some Texas team I believe can open at 100% capacity. Yes, everyone has to wear masks.
Yeah, it's it's Texas. They're
Yeah.
just Texas like we. Well,
Sports like a sports venue.
Yeah, yeah. Ohio now is we're at 110 people for every 100,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So we're almost there. To
Yeah,
that.
because it was just 150. Well, how does that work? So, how does that work? Like, I understand the math is per capita,
Yeah.
but like, how do they? Because they only updated once a week for the
Right.
map. It was like Thursdays. They'd update the map to see who's
Right.
high risk and who's not.
I don't know how it works. Honestly, I have no clue. I don't know if they're just that one day they're doing the
Yeah,
math
so every
on,
day
or-
they do the math and they say, okay, cool. 'Cause that makes
Sure.
sense. That makes me feel good because he wants to get down. I heard someone tell me today that like the 50-50 thing
Uh-huh.
is. I mean, we're getting closer. Because
Oh,
the
we
last
are.
I checked was a couple days ago. It was like 155.
Right. Yeah, that's what I just said.
You said 110 or something like that.
I thought I said 150.
I thought
Oh.
you said like 110.
Now, maybe I did.
But that's what you meant.
Yeah,
He tweeted
yeah.
like, we're at 155. We want to be better.
Right.
But that's where we're at.
I mean, we're on a good track. Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, remember when the numbers were up to, we're averaging about 1,000 and some new cases right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that compared to what it was just a few months ago when it was 5,000, 6,000 new cases a day. I'm ready. I'm ready for everything I just want, it was cool when I was getting unemployment. I was like, yeah, let's keep shutting this stuff down. But now I'm like,
So
I
you're
just want things to
basically
be up there.
proving that like
Yeah.
that it's a deterrent, semi-deterrent.
No, I wouldn't say that, but because if I would have got a good job opportunity at that time, I
Yeah.
still would have went and be like, okay, I'm done with unemployment.
Yeah.
But now that I'm not getting unemployment, I'm like, well, I want to go out and have fun and,
I-
go to the bar
yeah.
and go, have
I'd like to-
random
yeah.
sex with strangers without looking at their faces.
Yeah.
I want to go back to glory holes, damn it.
Is this messed up that like a small part of me is gonna miss COVID?
Part of me is too. I'm gonna miss.
Not obviously not the disease
Right.
and the fact that it killed millions of people.
I am gonna miss being able to go in a restaurant and not being super packed to where you have someone right behind you as
Yeah.
you're eating. I will miss not having that.
Yeah, like working in a restaurant. Like
Or going to the grocery store and people staying the hell away from you.
I
gonna
think
miss
we're still
that.
gonna get a lot of that. I think people
yeah.
are still gonna be iffy.
I think the mask. I think stores and stuff requiring mask is not going to go away. I think there's still going to be a lot of stores that require masks from now on.
Yeah.
Because they make a lot of money off masks.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, that is a whole new business that got created from this COVID.
Yeah.
Is mask making. You would never be able to find masks when you go into Walmart, a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Now they got masks being sold in every aisle.
Mm-hmm.
They got the big cardboard boxes just full of masks.
So here's the thing. Here's what I predict. But I kind of predict that.
Wait.
There's...
Hold that thought for 1 second, because I just thought about this. So they had those big things of mask, like the big boxes of mask, and you have to dig through them. So you have to touch every mask to find the one you want.
Yeah.
And the next person's coming and touching those masks too. Defeats the whole goddamn purpose of having a mask.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, if you're wearing a mask while you're doing it.
Right, but still, you got germs on your hands and poop.
But I just predict. Do you remember how big of a fashion, like how big of a trend fidget spinners were?
Oh yeah.
And then do you remember, like a few months later, seeing them everywhere on clearance?
Yeah.
Everyone's just gonna have masks on clearance.
Oh my god. Yeah.
There's gonna be people that are still gonna be like, you know what? From now on, I'm just gonna wear a mask out in public anyway, because you never know. I don't want to be one of the first cases of COVID-21.
Yeah.
So you are going to get those people. We're never going to be. I'll stand by that too. We're never going to be 100% the same we were in 2019.
No. I think there's going to be, going forward, I mean, for at least a few years, there's still going to be people that stand way far back from everyone in the lines. And because back before COVID, it was like you were right up on the person in front of you in line. And the person behind you is right up on you. Like, there's no distancing.
Yeah.
And
Well, see, I stopped showering, so people will socially distance
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah, makes sense. That actually will work.
You know
Maybe.
what? I'm just gonna
Unless a bunch of people lost their smell during COVID and never got it back, and they're just like, I don't smell nothing.
Yeah.
I'll be right up on you, guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss the social. I like the social distance thing. It's nice not having. You're right, having people breathing down your neck.
Right.
But as soon as I'd say June 1st. June 1st is going to be a monumental day for something. Something big is going to happen June 1st.
You think?
Something big is going to happen June 1st.
Donald Trump's going to actually get
Yeah.
inaugurated as
It's
our
the
13th
QAnon.
president?
We're in Akron, so
Yeah.
he's spreading QAnon things.
Okay.
I just predict, and this isn't even that big of a predicament, because I bet you a lot of people would agree with me. June 1st is going to be something wild. Not wild, but something big's going to happen that day, because May 1st, Mr. Biden, the Joseph Biden, President of the United States, said every
president.
adult American will be eligible no later than May 1st to get a vaccine.
All
Now,
right.
I don't know what this. I'm assuming that he wouldn't do that unless we were confident we had enough supply.
Well, I know he just ordered, like, I think it was 3 million doses from Johnson & Johnson, I think it was.
Well, 3 million, probably more. Only 3 million isn't that much.
Well, no, just 3 million more on top of what
Yeah.
they already had. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he says by July 4th everything will be back open. So I mean, and really everything is back open already. You just have
Yeah.
some restrictions on those places.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he means that all the restrictions will be able to be lifted.
I just think June 1st is going to be like a definitive day.
I really hope. I mean, I would love on the 4th of July to be able to go downtown and see fireworks.
I don't know. I didn't go last year. I go to a private party every 4th of
okay.
July, and
They didn't even do well. They did fireworks from like 4 different locations in Akron. They weren't letting no one downtown, but they did them so where no matter what side of Akron you lived on, you could see them from your house. But I don't even remember. I didn't look out for them or anything. I don't know what I was doing on the 4th of July. Were you back in school by then?
I don't think we were.
No, I don't think
No,
we went
I
back
don't
until
think we were.
August or end of July.
We were end of July. I think we were just down to that one day, and then we started
Yeah.
the show. But yeah,
It'll be
yeah,
nice. Maybe, well, if they do, because Akron every year does this big, it's called the Red, White, and Rib Festival. And it's a huge deal. Like, it is a big deal in Akron. And I think if they do it this year, maybe I'll get us a booth down there. Do a little advertising on the 4th of July. Well, it goes, like, for, like, 4 or 5 days. maybe a day or two, get us a booth down there and play some episodes over the speakers. Maybe do a live broadcast from down there.
Maybe.
Close enough to the studio. Should be able to. We'll just run a really long extension cord from the studio right by the. It's actually right by the baseball stadiums where they do it. Right by the Rubber Duck Stadium. You have no clue where any
I
of
have
this
no idea.
is. Yeah, I know, but the people listening do.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll do something if they have it. I don't think they're gonna have enough time to do the festival though. If things are kosher by June 1st, I don't think a month would be enough time for them to put together the festival.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But 2022, all our festivals that got canceled last year and this year, by 2022 they should be back. So I guess that's something to look forward to.
Yeah. Most artists too said they just canceled all their tours.
Yeah.
They had to cancel all last year.
Yeah.
And then they canceled pretty much the rest of this year. They're like, things aren't, I got bigger fish to fry if I can't go on tour in 2022.
Right. Yeah. Otherwise,
Like my
gotta
boy,
make
The
money.
Weeknd, he's
Right.
gonna be here. He's gonna be in Cleveland, like the beginning of January next year. Don't have tickets or anything.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But you plan on it.
I do plan on going.
Oh yeah. What about that? Didn't you say someone was?
Yeah.
Okay. Did
Yeah,
that come
no,
through?
No,
or-
that's just no. I never came to fruition. It was just kind of it was interesting to me. But
yeah.
um,
It was one of those what if situations.
Yeah.
What if?
so here's
did this?
here's what I want to do.
Uh huh.
I want to go do that,
Yeah.
and
Maybe we get.
I drove by on the way here because I'll usually take the turnpike
Right.
on the way here, but because I came from Bay Village, coming out here, so I end up getting on the wrong side of the road. And long story short, I rode by some hard habit. It's like every 5 years, something that freaking place changes, and it's hard to break that habit.
the Rocket Mortgage Field House.
Yeah,
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is going to happen there this year. They moved it. It was supposed to be in New York this year, but they moved it to Cleveland.
yeah, the All-Star Game,
Yes.
because I'll be damned.
You
Yeah.
plan on going to that?
I would like to. This could be very, very expensive.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
probably won't be able to.
But you
go.
know what? That would be something like you could probably go downtown during All-Star Weekend or
Mm-hmm.
whenever it is and find a lot to do. Even without tickets, like there'll be so much other things going on too.
Oh, I want to go. I don't care if
Yeah.
I'm in the nosebleeds. I want to be in it. Because I've yet, as big of a fan as I am of LeBron James, I've yet to see him play live in the capacity. Like, the closest I've been, which wasn't even close, was the first year they were in the finals in 2007 when they played the Spurs. I got to, it was like a viewing event at the Q,
Oh, okay.
and I got to go to that, but he wasn't there.
Mm.
I want to. And then I was planning on going to the Lakers. The Lakers were coming to Cleveland.
Uh-huh.
Right, like end of March, I want to say, last year,
Huh.
and
Yeah.
that got canceled.
Yeah. It's crazy because the price of Cavs tickets from when LeBron played to just a year after he left Cleveland, like they went from hundreds of dollars for nosebleed seats to like $20 for good seats, which is crazy how quick that
Just
happened.
people need to acknowledge. I mean, there's a lot of people else. LeBron James is one of the best things to happen to Cleveland in the past
Oh yeah,
20
without
years.
a doubt.
One of the best things to happen to Cleveland. How much
By
money he
working,
brought in.
oh yeah, by working in Cleveland, by going to playing for Cleveland, he created jobs and businesses survived because of him being in Cleveland. And then when he left, those businesses all shut. But they had a good few
Yeah,
years.
fortunately, so he was in Cleveland for
But Tower City
from
Mall-
03, so the 03 to 04 season to the 2009-2010 season.
right?
So it was like 7 years, and then he left for 4, and then he came back for 4, and then he left for probably the rest of his career.
But
I think.
Tower City Mall never rebounded, even when he was here. So, which is crazy because it's connected to the Q, but it never rebounded.
Yeah. I haven't been there. The last time I was in Tower was I was delivering beer. I always have beer stories, and I was going down an escalator.
Did you tuna can the escalator too?
No. I ended up I almost dumped like a bunch of beer down the escalator.
You have.
It was a
You were
terrible-
not a good beer delivery
No,
driver.
not at all. And fortunately for me, there was someone here that was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I was like with somebody.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah.
You should have been like, well, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
I hated that job. And here's
I'm
another
just getting the beer down there faster by dropping it.
semi-story. It's not really a long story. I don't have to go crazy into it, but we would deliver beer like to the queue, to the casino, to all these different places. But we would like be because of the parking situation stuff. We'd be like in the middle of the road.
Oh yeah.
And the busy or at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning downtown. And this is still when LeBron was here and Cleveland was a little more popping.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like looking both ways. And I'm like, dude, I'm playing Frogger with a freaking dolly full of, craft beer.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
not worth my time.
Today I had, a totally different situation, but I had to pick up an order for DoorDash, and it was one of those restaurants like, don't come in the restaurant, call, and we'll bring it out to you. Now this restaurant is right downtown Akron, no parking around it, no parking lot, nothing like that. So and it's right on the corner. So I turn onto High Street and have to park right there at the corner of High Street and Market. So I'm like, someone's just gonna turn this corner, not paying attention, and rear end me. And I'm sitting there waiting for the food. I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes waiting for them to bring it out. I'm just like, oh, I hate that. And then people driving by looking at me like, what are you doing? Car broke down, loser. Yeah. I don't know, 2 hours, I made like 50 some bucks today, so not bad.
Yeah.
Go to DoorDash.
I mean, there's
But it's really hit or miss.
Yeah.
I think once people start getting their checks, it'll be really booming for a few weeks.
that's for sure.
But outside of that, it's been really hit or miss lately. And there's so many people dashing that there's no pay boost or anything like that. But I think a lot of people are stopping dashing because of gas prices. Because they keep going up, and people are now not dashing because it isn't beneficial monetarily to them now. So yeah, I don't know.
So I got
So we were talking about, we teased a story before the end of the first hour,
okay.
talking about Akron, talking about putting a limit on how much DoorDash can charge restaurants. I think they said they want to cap it at 15% of the sale, because right now DoorDash is taking like 25-35% of all the whatever the restaurant sells. And they want to cap that at like 15%, which Cleveland passed a similar law a few months ago. So now DoorDash adds a $1 convenience fee to every order in Cleveland, which annoys me. And really, the people that hurts the most is the drivers, because people are going to do that $1 convenience fee. That's less. I'm going to tip less now. It's like when you order a pizza and you see that delivery fee, and people just automatically assume it goes to the driver. So they're just like, okay, well, that'll be the tip. And it doesn't go to the driver at all. But you had something that popped up?
Got a text message. It's a screenshot.
Uh-huh.
So obviously we didn't really talk about it. We talked about talking about it, the whole third stimulus
Yes.
thing. And News Channel 5 said something. Another big change in the third stimulus payment deals with debt. So no back taxes, child support, or other government debt will be deducted from your stimulus, but private debt could be. So this could affect people who have a judgment against them for some unpaid debt, and the creditor has access to the bank information where the stimulus money is going. So that kind of leaves you slim and narrow.
Right.
But there's a chance that...
So if you're getting a paper check, that's something you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to... My check's gone just about as fast as I get it. So...
Right. Well, do you have any liens or anything?
I have a judgment against me for an old apartment.
Oh, okay.
And they really haven't... But I don't know if at this point, I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Right.
But this is also like... Yeah, I'm not even...
You'll be fine, I think.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have access to your bank information.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
How long ago was it?
Well, the judgment was like 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah. You
4
didn't
years
have
ago.
Cash App then.
No.
So you're good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
What was the name of the
But-
apartment so I can let them know that you have a stimulus check coming
Yeah.
to your Cash App?
It's really funny because there's a story about those teens missing from Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did they try to collect on that lien and you made them disappear?
Oh, that's not even funny.
I thought that's what you were going to. I mean, yeah.
No, we started talking about apartments. Those are the apartments in that back lot, kind of where they went disappeared off from O'Neill, and I'm not sure, but like that's the street I lived off of.
That apartment really wanted their money.
Anyways,
Am I canceled in Lorraine?
you're canceled in Lorraine. Don't you dare take a step.
A step in Lorraine. Did I show you my new T-shirt?
No, that's cool.
Yes. It's on Pro Wrestling Tees now.
PWT.
PWT. Got my own store on there.
I
had
started
another
making some
design that was
merch.
Horrible.
I started making some merch.
Did you?
Yep.
Oh, what the? What's it? Oh, you have to like put on a flash drive or something, and we can upload it.
Not
Oh.
not long ride
Oh,
home
well,
merch,
screw
but
long ride home.
yeah, it's actually not merch. It's just clothing.
Oh,
It's not merch at all.
Oh.
But
screw
I just been
long ride
screwing
home.
around with my.
Yeah, that's what I just screw around with Adobe, whatever
Spark.
that is. Yeah,
Spark's fun.
Yeah, Spark is fun. I do it on my phone. I haven't done it on the laptop
Yeah.
or anything.
I haven't
yet.
sold any of my stuff yet, but I want to be able to make some stuff and
Yeah,
make some T-shirts, and you never know.
you could be the next Coco Chanel
Yeah.
or Versace or something. I don't know.
What's Will Ferrell play in Zoolander?
How would I know?
You've never seen Zoolander?
No,
It's not really a Will Ferrell movie,
but he's
though.
in it. I'm not a big Ben Stiller fan either.
Well, there you go.
I mean, I like Along Came Polly.
Was that the one where he was everything had to be calculated for him?
Yeah.
And she finds the book of like all of his calculations and the chances of them getting married or the chances of them falling in love or meeting something.
Yeah.
She gets Jennifer Aniston.
It was yeah.
I think that's where I first heard about Shart.
Yeah, me too.
I believe that's where I first heard
Yeah.
about
Who
Shart.
was that? Who was
I don't
that?
remember who that was.
Was it? No, it wasn't Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Is it the guy that's in well, that's never mind. That's a Dan Cook movie, and you also wouldn't get that reference.
What movie?
Not Employee of the Month, but Good Luck Chuck.
Oh yeah, I never saw that.
It's got Jennifer or Jessica Alba in it. Oh, she's so fine.
Oh
She's still
yeah,
fine.
it was Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Can I see him?
He's
I
dead
don't
now.
What's that?
He's dead now.
Oh, when did he die?
He died in 2014 from heroin.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
What else is he in?
Let me see here, because he was in a lot of stuff. But he was more of like a character actor, I guess.
Drug intoxication.
Yeah, he died of a heroin overdose. He was in. Trying to see what you would know. Scent of a Woman.
Oh, you just assume that I'm a straight man, so I would know Scent of a Woman.
Oh, no, I
Okay.
love that movie.
Filmography.
Nobody's Fool, Hard Eight, Twister, Boogie Nights, The Big Lebowski,
Yeah.
Patch Adams,
Good old Patchy.
good old Patchy.
The Hunger Games, I see.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I didn't care for that. I didn't really watch
I
it.
never watched them either.
The Invention of Lying, I still want to watch. Remember it
Never
coming
seen
out.
that.
What's that?
I've never seen that either.
The Invention of Lying, that's got Ricky Gervais in it.
Oh, okay. What TV shows was he in? Yeah, I don't know any of these shows he was in. He was in Arthur.
Like the television show Arthur?
Yeah, the Aardvark.
Yeah.
He
That
was
has
in that. He did a
that
voice
has
in
glasses going to the side of his
Yeah, with no ears.
with no ears.
Yeah.
How do you hold that up?
It's magic, Corey. It's Aardvark magic.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman. He was a character actor, kind of.
He's got in a whole rant just
Good
because.
old heroin.
Yeah, we got into a whole rant because of. I don't even know. Oh, Along Came Polly. That's what
Yeah.
it was.
Because we're talking about Ben Stiller.
But you're familiar with Zoolander. I mean, you may not have seen it or whatever, but you're
Yeah,
familiar.
I'm familiar with it.
He like did the thing and
Yeah.
like.
I had to watch. Actually, I did one of those study groups for the trailer for Zoolander 2 before it came out, like
Never
a year
watched it.
before it
I
came
never
out.
watched it.
They showed us an unfinished trailer for it to get our reactions. We're like a test study or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they paid us for it.
I
and
want to
all
get
that.
into that.
Oh, it's not bad. Like I remember one time.
I want to be like a test person for just movies. Like
Yeah.
they let people watch the movie.
Mm-hmm. I remember one time. It was some like superhero teenager superhero. It was something. It was corny as hell. But they'd give you like this box, and when you thought something was funny, you would turn it one way, and when you thought it wasn't that funny, you turn it the other way. And like you rate each scene with this box. And the movie the show never came to be, so I'm assuming it didn't do too good. In the test group.
It was a television show.
Yeah. So, but I got paid like $50 just to sit there and watch that.
Yeah, if you could just do that once a day.
Oh yeah.
If you had a good schedule and work around that.
Yeah.
If you could just do that every day though, that's
Oh,
the
that'd
thing.
be nice.
5 days a week.
But I think for most, I'm like you can only do one movie like every 90 days or something. Like they have a time limit on it. Biden was supposed to sign the stimulus bill today, but yesterday he's like, you know what? I got time. Slide it on over.
It's just the desperate relief that people need. Of
Oh, yeah.
course, like you
Yeah.
should have like. I'm happy that he signed it.
Yeah.
Like, sign it now. It doesn't look good if he's like, well, I'll sign it in a couple days.
Well, I think it's just a system it's got to go through. Like,
It has to be printed on a certain.
Yeah, it's got to be printed a certain way, and it's got to be, it's got to be in order, and it's got to be this, and
But
you
like-
got to make sure there's no typos.
Yeah, I just would rather see a video of Joe Biden sitting at the printer. Come on.
Come on, guys. Come on
Just
out.
sitting at the printer. Just
That's page
it's still hot.
327.
The paper's still.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if it's still the same really anymore. I don't really print a lot, but I used to love the feeling of hot paper.
Oh, yeah.
You're like,
Straight out the
oh.
printer. You're like,
In
oh,
the
yeah.
winter, and you're like,
Stick
if
it
you're
down
at
your
school,
pants.
like here at school and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't do the stick it down my pants thing.
Oh, you weren't living then.
No.
You ever make a copy of your butt on a copier?
No.
Oh.
I wanted to do that at the school though,
I
and
did
just
it.
accidentally leave a copy.
I did it at home. My mom bought one of those 3-in-1 printers when I was like 13, 14. I'm like, no one's home. I'm like, made copies of my butt. Left poop stains on the. Every time they went to copy something after that, I'm like, what the hell? Why does this copier smell like this?
Wow, you sounded like my mom for a second.
I know. I've been working on it. I've been working on your mom. No, your mom sounds like this.
All right, this is.
Oh, Corey.
Go ahead, do that again. I want to see if that works.
Oh, Corey.
That really peaks.
Does it?
Yeah, that peaks.
Peak. Oh, yeah. Oh, Corey. So now that was almost unregisterable.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Mr. Corey Hennessy.
That's me.
That's me.
Well, that's me, guys. I'm just going to tell you right now that I went to Sunday school on Sunday, and then I went to the brothel on Monday.
When else would you go to Sunday school?
On other days besides Sundays, sometimes I go and see my priests.
Well, golly.
That's what I'm thinking. I went and saw my priest
So,
on a day that's not Sunday.
yeah.
And I was his altar boy is what I was getting at, but I'm going to stop that.
Yeah, you probably should. We already got the Jews pissed at us for,
The Jewish...
for you thinking they're not as worthy as black people.
Oh, I'm making fun of the Catholics. They almost deserve anything that...
Yeah, Catholics deserve it.
Yeah, they kind of...
Well, we just wrap this up now? Or?
Throw some music on. That's fine with me.
Go home, eat some
Go
dinner.
eat. I'm going to a fish fry, and
What is it with you and fish? Dude, your mercury level in your blood is going to be ridiculous. You're going to die of mercury poisoning.
Okay, first of all, fish. I take fish oil. First of all,
Yeah,
and that's healthy. They recommend taking it.
right.
Second
But
of all,
eating all that fish isn't healthy.
I only eat fish. I only eat fish once a week
On Fridays.
and that's through because of the Fridays, and that has nothing to do with hey, I can't eat meat. It's nothing to do. I'm not Catholic.
Right.
I don't do the 40 days, 40 nights. I don't.
You don't do the 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
You're not
40 days,
Catholic.
40 nights. I don't do none of that. I just, I eat. I eat fish. Fish is good. I'm gonna go have some shrimp, some butterfly shrimp,
Yeah.
some jumbo butterfly shrimp, hopefully,
Ooh, jumbo. That means
with
it's
some
fat.
with some fries, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy myself here.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap. Well, it makes sense now because you always sit down on Fridays. So I'm like, God damn, you're going to a lot of fish fries, and that makes sense because I'm only seeing you on Fridays now. So,
Yeah, Jack Daniels.
Makes
Jack
sense.
Daniels. Meeting with Jack Daniels and Coke.
oh snap! So we're gonna wrap things up for today. A little early, but we're gonna play some music for you for the rest of the show. We'll be back on Monday at 4:00. Hopefully, we have all our internet issues taken care of then. And we'll be able to see you on Facebook and all that other stuff. Until then, remember, if you see that picture of Jesus on Facebook, share it or you will go to hell. Say goodbye, Corey.
Bye bye. You're not getting a wave today. You're getting a peace sign.
And
Deuces.
No matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly. One never knows when the homosexual is about.
Schizophrenic baby, I love both of you. Schizophrenic baby, say you love me too. You too. Now when our romance has just begun, I know when everything's said and done, I'm getting two for the price of one. What fun! Schizophrenic baby, all my whole life through. You will hear me saying, I love both of you. I do. Baby, how happy we're gonna be, living together contentedly. You and your split personality and me. Schizophrenic baby, I've got news for you. Schizophrenic baby, I'm a schizo too. Me too. My alter ego and you and me, and your alter ego, we all will be engaged in a new group activity. You'll see. Baby, let's make it unanimous, just us.
Come on, kick it.
Akron, Canton, Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, and worldwide.
World of music.
We are